I'd probably say don't treat it like high school because it's different, but you need to take responsibility and you can't procrastinate because like this is the big leagues. You're paying for it. And I think a lot of people forget that.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's the Milkman. Like I always say, you already know, man. Over here at milkmanTV, we don't discriminate. You could be a freshman, soft, senior, or graduate of the University of Southern Maine. This is your chance to be heard. What are some of the pros and cons of USM? Look, college is a very, very important step, and it can be costly if you don't know what you're getting into. So up next, we got a special guest who's going to share their unfiltered experience to help you shape yours. Let's go.
My name's Lilly. I am a senior, or my fourth year. Uh, I am in a CVT program at USM.
Okay. And USM, can you break that down for us, please? For people who don't know?
University of Southern Maine.
Okay. And so the next question is this. On a scale of 0 to 100, what would you rate USM? 0 being avoid at all costs, 100 being you would give your left kidney to enroll again.
Um, hmm.
78. No. 60.
I'd probably say like 65.
65? Okay. How is the program so far? You said it's CVT?
Yeah,
And what is CVT?
cardiovascular technology.
Okay. How is CVT at USM?
I think it's pretty good. Um, I'm starting to get into like the clinical realm, and that's pretty awesome. I like getting my hands on, but um, the pandemic did kind of like make things a little difficult. But I think the people that run the program did a really good job of making things as good as they could.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very easy, 10 being very difficult, how hard is CVT?
um, Academically, it's probably the hardest thing I've had to do, but I know that I'm not going to school to be like a cardiac surgeon. So I know that there's harder things out there, but it's the hardest thing I've had to do. So I'd probably say it's a 10 for me, but for others it might be less, like a 6 or a 7.
And what is your favorite food?
What is my favorite food? It's not chicken.
No, it's not.
I'd probably say spicy tuna roll.
Spicy. Okay, so like sushi or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very bad, 10 being very good, how is the food around campus or on campus?
I'd probably say it's a 7 or an 8. It's a lot better than what I expected it to be, but I think it's pretty good.
Are there any like particular places that you like to go, suggestions for maybe people who are going to go there, or maybe places people should watch out for?
I probably like there's places to eat on campus, but I probably wouldn't waste my money on the places on campus.
Mr. Bagel.
Mr.
That shit
Bagel.
is so good.
Mr. Bagel's pretty good. I'd
Yeah.
probably say Mr. Bagel.
Okay. Now, are you introverted or extroverted?
I'm introverted in the beginning, but once I get comfortable, I'm pretty extroverted.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being hard, 10 being easy, how easy is it to find friends on campus?
I'd probably say 8 or 9.
Okay. Do you have any like tips, suggestions that made it a 9?
I'd probably say just like put yourself out there. I know it's hard because it's a new place and there are new classes, and I know a lot of people socially are worried about what people think of them, but there's no hurt in just like saying hi because that could be a missed friendship that you just never put yourself out there for.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very hard, 10 being very easy, how easy is it to find housing accommodations either on campus or around campus? Or do you
Mm,
commute? Do you commute to campus?
yeah, I do commute.
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't apply, right? Now, have you heard anything like any horror stories or other people's experiences trying to get a place?
Mm, I just know that I've talked to a lot of people about housing, and I feel like no matter what college you go to or like the colleges that I've heard of, it's pretty hard to do that kind of stuff. And when you try to email the school, things don't get back to you as fast as you would like, but it's just how it is.
All right, so we only have a few more questions left. So, what is the most stressful situation you've experienced at USM?
Mm, adjusting to COVID.
Mm.
It was really hard.
Was that like studying from home and whatnot?
For me, it's to stay up with my homework and stuff. It's easier for me to go to campus every day and go to classes and like get my stuff done. So when things went online, I got behind because I was like, "Oh, I'll just do it when I have time," but I would just not do it.
A lot of distractions.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the gentleman beside you add to that distraction list?
No.
Okay.
No. That's all good, bro.
Okay,
Oh
and this is gonna be the last question. So what's one piece of advice you would give to either like a future student who's going there, or maybe like your past self?
You want to get advice from me? I'm gonna be a freshman.
Yeah,
in
he's
the
Oh,
going
he's
in.
going. Okay, so what advice would you give to him?
I don't know. He's pretty good socially, like making friends, and he's
Yeah.
on the basketball team, so there's no worry there. I'd probably say don't treat it like high school because it's different, but you need to take responsibility and you can't procrastinate because like this is the big leagues, you're paying for it. And I think a lot of people forget that.
So there you have it, some pros and cons of the University of Southern Maine. Was there something we missed that you feel should have been said? If so, leave your comments below because you never know who you'll wind up helping. But anyways, man, you know it's a Milkman, baby, and I'm about to dip like a beef sandwich in au jus. But in the meantime and in between time, smash that like, tap that sub because I'm off this. Easy, fam.